Woo! All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Ben Reisinger, the professor of J560, Managing Online Public Relations. This is in graduate studies in the IUPUI School of Journalism and Public Relations. And last couple of weeks on our weekly Hangouts, we've had a couple guest speakers. We had Roger Johnson on that talked a little bit about advocacy, and then he also talked about just social media in general. He's a really good PR guy, PR mind, and actually an alum of our own program that we're in right now, the Graduate Studies program. And then last week we talked to Mark Schaefer, and Mark is an author. He's a kind of a social media guru, and he just gets it. He's a marketing guy, and he really has some good stuff to say. So we're going to get back on track. We're going to talk about some fun things. We're going to talk about Twitter and web video tonight. So for the three of you that are here, let me ask you, how's Twitter been going? I see some tweets. I see, this, that, interactions. Let's just start with ladies first, if you don't mind, Colleen. In the month, the 5 weeks basically that you've been having to tweet out like this, has it changed? Were you already tweeting that much? Has it changed your opinion?
I could be classified as a habitual, hey, I'm going to start using Twitter more, and then I just kind of fell off of it pretty much ever since I joined. But I think in the last few weeks, it's been a lot easier for me to come up with, tweets and finding articles to share, and I think I've definitely seen the benefits of a lot of the interactions. I've gained a whole lot of new followers, and I've started following a lot of people, and even between some of us who have this class and another one, just our interactions of talking between classes have been more fun and interesting.
Cool. I'm glad to hear that. All right, man, we'll just go down the row. Ryan, what do you think?
Before this class, I only had Twitter account for my bands, so I never did any personal tweeting. And I think the big advantage on Twitter is that you can find out about news quickly. And since I've started the last couple months, I've gained a bunch of followers, and there's a lot of people retweeting my tweets that I don't even know, so that's kind of cool.
That is cool, man. That means you got content that they're interested in.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty rad. That's rad. All right, Tom, right? Not Thomas, but Tom?
Yeah.
Cool. What's up? What do you think, man?
I don't know. It was kind of a combination of what the other two were talking about. For me, it was more, ever since I set up my Twitter account, that's kind of been the platform that I've always used ever since then, as opposed to, Facebook or anything of that sort.
Sure.
So for me, it isn't too different as far as how often I'm using it. Maybe a little bit more now, obviously, but to go along with what Ryan was saying was the number of followers that I've obtained since this all started, and I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, so you got your followers? Okay, I'm sorry. I said Joanna, I think, is trying to get in here. She responded to the Hangout again. No, that is cool. Again, guys, it's all about content, and I think you all three of you are. Hey, hi.
Hi.
Hey, we can hear you. All right. I just got the message that you responded. So cool. Are you using an app on your phone instead of your computer this week? Okay, right on. Cool. Right on. All right. So we were just talking about Twitter, basically, and how has Twitter changed for you? Let me ask you this: Is it Johanna or Joanna?
Yes, it's Johanna.
Johanna, cool. All right, cool, Johanna. In about the 5 weeks you've been using it, has your opinion changed? What do you think of it?
Yes, I've been relying on it. I used to just look at it for road construction and that kind of thing at work, but now I've been looking at it more for what's going on in culture, society, reading a lot of articles that way through Twitter.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So your perception's changed a little bit.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. It seems everybody has, and sometimes I have some students that they just absolutely hate it, and they hate the mix of doing personal with business and communications and PR, things like that. I mean, I've seen the whole spectrum now of being my third year here that we're doing the class. But I'll tell you, Twitter for being communicators is the best thing that you guys can be on. I mean, think about it, every journalist alive is on Twitter now. They might not be on Facebook, it might not be on Tumblr or Instagram or this or that, but if you're a journalist, if you're a communicator, if you're a PR person, you're a writer, I mean, you name it, everybody's basically on Twitter, and there's always conversations for you guys to follow and to and to get engaged with. And if you guys are more of just the watch and you don't do as much of engagement and things like that, if people are talking or something like that, feel free to tweet them, and just kind of say hello. I have an opinion on this, or just engage and talk and see what that's like. It really, to me, just for meeting people in, let's say, the public relations, the communications realm that I've never met in person, that I'm just connected with now on social media. Basically, one of the guys was like Mark Schaefer. He was one of the guys that I literally met from Twitter, and then he became my Facebook friend, and then we connected on Google Plus. We circled each other, and things like that. And so it was cool. It's a lot of fun. Twitter, you can never not tweet enough. Okay, some people say, oh, we have to throw up a tweets or this or that, and I just want to get that perception out. It's not like Facebook and people, oh, you're clogging my news feed or things like that. With tweets are just like that, and I'm telling you, if you have something to say or you want to say something, get it out there. But the one problem that some people have, use Twitter wisely. That is the issue sometimes with getting your message out there so quickly and being able to just tweet away, boom, what you have and what you're thinking or what you're trying to promote. So go Twitter. Now, I wanted to ask you guys this just before I move on, because I'd like to spend a little bit more time on web video, but for the four of you guys that are here, do you have any specific questions on Twitter, how to do something, a functionality of something, anything? No?
No.
Everybody's cool and they get in, it's functioning right, they get hashtags, they get the links. I mean, that's great. I love it. I love it. Right on. If everybody's feeling good about Twitter, then we'll move on and we'll talk about web video, because I really do want to spend a little bit more time with this, as you have a midterm and a final that are web videos. And just to reinforce how important web video actually is and video on the internet, just yesterday, I think it was, today's Thursday, so no, it was Tuesday. Tuesday, a report came out that Facebook changed their algorithm one more time again. I mean, Facebook, Google, they're always changing their search algorithms, the way things, happen. And now, pictures used to be the gold, the awesome thing on Facebook, and now they're saying that pictures get you worse reach, worse organic reach, okay? And they're saying that Facebook is putting more credit and weight towards video. So video really is kind of a wave of the future. For those of you that like to play with video, Twitter just introduced video to the actual Twitter app this week, so you don't have to use Instagram or Vine or anything else like that. You can, and it's pretty smooth too. I don't know if it's going to take off because people just absolutely love Instagram, but we'll see. There's not a cap limit on it like there is with Vine and Instagram with a 7-second or a 15-second video. So, I'm curious to see how it will catch on. But the native, how they have their little native, editing, their video editing stuff, and this and that they have in Twitter is pretty cool. So if you haven't played with it, check it out. I've seen some of you do some videos though, and it's pretty rad. It's awesome. So go web video. I am a huge fan of web video. Obviously, my show, which you can actually see in the corner there, Do It Indie, that's still going on in Indianapolis. My show was started as a web video show, and then it got picked up by Fox 59, and then we got on the radio and things like that, and you name it. So it's amazing how much video is actually out there. I try to tell people this, and we talk about, hey, okay, so stump me and tell me if there's anything you can't find on YouTube that your most obscure like hobby or your something really like odd or weird. Everything that you need to know. I honestly believe that the two social media platforms that you can find them on is Twitter, and I've talked about that, how you can find anything on Twitter, hashtag it, just search it, and YouTube. Anything that if I don't know how to do some type of software or edit something or code something, or I'm trying to learn how to tie a bow tie, okay? I bought a couple real bow ties and I don't know how to tie them. I mean, you can find this stuff on YouTube, and it's pretty amazing. And again, I'm going to swing back to this thing, being communicators. Ask communicators now, depending if you're a journalist or if you're a PR person or, it just, whatever it is that you're in the communication realm, you're going to be doing some type of web video within your jobs, within your job roles, your functions, as it just, gets more and more popular. I got to take a drink. Anybody have a comment or anything about web video real quick? Or anecdote, anything? Okay, right on. So, basically, I'm going to give you guys right now a few rules of the thumb to help you get better grades with your midterms and your finals. Some best practices per se. I'm going to send you guys. I don't know if you've been getting the links and a few links and PDFs that I've sent you. I got a few more that I'm going to send out tomorrow via OnCourse, and one of them is actually on web video, and this stuff will be included in it. But basically, with your video, again, it's the simplest thing. I'm not looking for a great, huge, wild, polished video, I understand that there's probably going to be a little, snafus here or there, and, every time you do it, just like anything, it's a learning process, and it gets easier. So basically, I think I wanted to check here on the syllabus, which I have up. I think I said in the syllabus that, 3 to 3:30 max. So make sure that your web video doesn't go over 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'd really like it closer to 3 minutes. It helps you, again, become more precise storytellers, and it helps you learn a new medium of, the video medium, okay? Now, again, when I said it doesn't have to be anything big, it is perfectly legit to film your web video midterm and final on your iPhone, on your Droid, on your tablet, you name it, whatever. It's okay. If it can be HD, that would be the best. I mean, being HD quality video is cool, and most of everything that you have now on your smartphones, I'm assuming since everybody here is a communicator and you're in a online PR class that you all have smartphones, right? So, and they all have video functions, that can help. So, again, okay, so let's talk about editing the video. PC, Windows Live Movie Maker is the best. And then, if you're running Apple, or Mac, iMovie. They're both really simple. They both give you iMovie is a little bit more robust and gives you a little bit more options than Windows Live Movie Maker does, but for what I'm requiring for your videos, Windows Live Movie Maker does all that too. Put some type of sound, music in your video. Music is a big part of videos. If you go to Mary Free Beds, if you type in Mary Free Bed in YouTube and go to my hospital's web video page, okay, our YouTube page, you'll see all types of videos. Click on the videos link up at the top. We have a really talented video guy, and he honestly shoots half of his stuff. Oh, I don't have it here. He shoots with one of these. He shoots with just a SLR, digital SLR camera. A Nikon, if you've ever heard of those things called a D6, D7s, things like that, D5s, 5Ds. 7Cs, things. So, but again, shooting with these is cool. Check out Mary Free Bed because it'll help. Okay, so music. Next thing, I'd like to see some type of graphic. And if you're interviewing somebody, the graphic can be a lower third, like a newscast. If you're, putting their name across the bottom and their title, something like that. Let's say you're doing, some people are doing them on platforms, and you want to do some type of an infographic or put up some type of stat. Up on the screen, feel free to do that. And both iMovie and Windows Live Movie Maker give you all the abilities to do all this. They give you the ability to add music or sound. They give you the ability to add, lower thirds or type over the entire screen. And okay, so music, that, and wow, why did I just lose my train of thought? Man, I've had a long day. I was telling you guys I was doing that strategic planning, and it's just fried my brain today. Okay, the music, I want the lower third, and what was my first requirement that I told you? Music, the lower third, 330. And why am I not thinking here? Hold on, let me get out my. I just had the biggest brain fart. Music and the graphic, and 3 to 330. Oh, that's it. Duh, man. I'm a goob. Credits. there's many ways to do credits. Sorry, it's my dog Nala. It can be they both both of the platforms have the ability to do the scrolling credits that you normally see, or if you just do a credit screen, things like that. Do the credits, because again, as communicators, if you were doing this professionally, you would need to if you used somebody's song, or if you use info from somebody, you would need to cite that within the actual movie that you have. So those are the 3 requirements, and again, just keep it nice, short, and sweet. It's fun, doing video. When I first did video, I shot video on. This is an iPhone 6 Plus, but I started with an iPhone 4S, and I was shooting video with an iPhone 4S, and then I was editing it on a Windows desktop with Windows Live Movie Maker, and they got better. Obviously, you guys can see videos if you go to youtube.com/doitindie. You can see a lot of our Do It Indie videos that were done, things like that. So they're easy. Again, don't let it intimidate you. For those of you not, I was real intimidated when I first started doing video, but again, it's really fun and simple. Now, a few tips of the tricks. If you're doing your videos here, don't shoot in front of windows. Don't shoot in front of a big bright window, because your person ends up being really black. I don't know if you've ever seen that, with like photos or other videos. If you're interviewing somebody or talking to somebody and you are using, like an iPad or a phone or something like that, make sure it's in a controlled environment, because you won't be able to hear them unless, if there's a bunch of background noise or a bunch of people around. And, one of the biggest things about video is the audio. As long as you have, good audio. I'm not going to tell you guys go out and get mics and all that stuff, because you don't need to, because you can make things like this work for that. Okay, so you do your audio. Don't shoot in front of windows or big screens like that. If you're doing a kind of like how-to video or this or that, hey, there's my buddy Bob. How you doing, Bob? All right. That is Mr. Bob Birchfield, guys. He runs the website aroundindie.com. If you guys have never been to aroundindie.com, check that out. Okay. So again, with your video, don't think too much into it. It's really easy to do, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it. Okay. So what do you guys think of the things I just told you for the actual web video? Because I've approved everybody's topics by now. You've got them into me, and everybody had really good topics for your actual web video. Any questions? Any concerns? Anything?
No.
Wow, really? Right on. Okay, man. Everybody's feeling good about that. That just makes me feel even better. We're gonna do it just like any other blog post. Again, just paste the link, or use the embed code in WordPress. And you can use the embed code and put the fancy little video player that you see up on people's blogs, and just send me the link. It's pretty cool. Or tweet them out to me. You can tweet me your blogs. And here's the other thing too, you guys. And I tell everybody this, and a lot of people don't do it. They think, oh, when they're taking the class, the blogs you're creating, that is your own unique content. That's good content. That's what Google wants to see. You guys are actually, within your own words, saying, talking about social media, talking about different types of, personal life things, this, that. Tweet those out. Share those out. Share them out on Instagram. Share them out on Facebook, Twitter. Not a whole lot of you have been doing that so far. A couple of students have, but that really will help your reach get out there and show people. Again, it's a legitimacy thing. Do as I do and not as I say, because I know if you go to my blog, I haven't put a blog on since the fall on my own personal website, benreisinger.com. So, but seriously, keep it going, and that's pretty good. Hey, so we got 3 minutes. Anybody else have any other questions? Again, you guys have been quiet tonight. No? Everybody's feeling good about the web video and feeling good about tweets, things like that?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, did you have a question? I thought you might have. No?
No, I was just gonna say we're pretty confident about it.
Cool. Right on. Okay, guys. Well, that's really basically it. Thank you again for coming to class tonight. We'll come back next Thursday. Let me pop up the syllabus again here and see. We are on schedule next Thursday to talk about. Next Thursday will be March 1st. Or no, it'll be February 20th. Wednesday. Oh, the 26th. We'll talk LinkedIn. Sorry, I had to check that out. So next week we'll talk LinkedIn, and let me know if you have any questions about the web videos, or anything else. So that's it. Again, I use the hashtag J560 to communicate, and have a good week, guys. I appreciate you being here.
Nice to make the connection.
What'd you say, Bob?